Good morning. So today my topic is this beautiful Buddha nature. So why I want to talk about this is once you find your Buddha nature, you start to awaken. And you can start to awaken deeper, wider, and wider. It's like a door of enlightenment, a door of freedom, a door of liberation, relaxation, contentment, luminosity, clarity, beauty, truth, connectivity, openness, vastness, wisdom, compassion, love, universality, while you understand every individuality. The purpose of life. You can see it, understand it, become it so confidently. You realize who you are, what you are, why you are here. You understand all beauties. And of course, it's the end of sufferings. You can end all kinds of sufferings: anger, sadness, depression, jealousy, low esteem, loneliness. You end all this negative part of the mind. And you end the fear of death. You see that birth and death are illusions. You transcend birth and death. You transcend dualities. You transcend good or bad, success, failure, beauty, ugliness, rich, poor, white or black, good or bad. You transcend all these dualities. You are living in the oneness, the field of pure, undefiable, unconditionable field of consciousness. Or in Buddhism we call it Tathāgatagarbha. Anyway, we'll go through this Wikipedia link. I will paste here again. We'll go through some basic concepts so we can have something to read. Okay. It's a long article, so it's very long. I will go through this and pick up the most important words to read. Buddha nature can be translated by several related Mahayana Buddhist terms, including tathata, suchness. Beautiful. Tathata, Rulai, is another name of Buddha. So Buddha have different names. Tathata is the second name maybe. But most notably Tathāgatagarbha, Rulai Zang, and buddhadhātu. Garbha means garage, like a womb, embryo. So if you like gardening, in your piece of land you grow roses, tulips, or veggies. Also, where we grow grasses, weeds. So that piece of land is a place to grow everything. You can grow everything, and nature can grow everything on it if you don't take care of it, right? So also named Buddha-dhātu. Dhātu is a field, but this field is infinitely big and infinitely big, including the garbha or the land or womb, in which all the seeds, all kinds of seeds, good or bad, weeds or flower, can grow. So anyways, all the Buddha's terms, especially all the Buddha's terms are interrelated, especially when you go down and down, deep and deep, and reach that singularity. And this singularity is really connected to every other words or teachings of Buddha. Like, so the tathata, this very simple yet contains a lot of information. So that's singularity, right? Tathāgatagarbha means the womb or embryo of the last gun. Containing a Tathāgata Buddha-dhātu, literally Buddha realm or Buddha substrate. So where this Buddha realm or Buddha substrate or Buddha nature, here and now. It's universal, it's infinite, big and small. It transcends all space and time. So it's universal. It was here since the Big Bang, and it was here since dinosaurs walked on the planet Earth. It was here millions of years ago. It was here 10 seconds ago, and it will be here always 10 seconds later, 1 year later, million years later, until the end of this cosmos. There's no end at all, actually. It's always here and now. It's a eternal now. It's a perpetual now. Buddha nature is in every form and name, in every space and time, in every events of space and time. That's why we need to study this. If you lose this Buddha nature, if you cannot recognize the Buddha nature, we suck. We really suck if we really don't understand this universal thing. While we engage in very detailed, like money, like food, or houses, or cars. Yes, it's necessary. It's not. I mean, I'm not negate all the necessities of life, but if you only focus on the necessities of life, then we suck. We miss this greatest picture of life, and it's in every mind. It's universal, so it's in everybody's minds. It's in everyone's minds. It's in Shakespeare's minds. It's in Beethoven's minds. It's in Nietzsche's minds. It's in Hitler's minds. It's in bad man's mind. It's in good man's mind. It's in Jesus' mind. It is everywhere and everyone, every animal too. imagine you miss this picture. Everything you do is kind of losing its essence, right? That's why Buddha nature or God within is so important. It's crazy. So again, once you recognize this, I said a lot of attributes or how you feel after you recognize your Buddha nature, right? Relaxation, clarity, openness, confidence, calm, peace, love, compassion, you name it. Every beauty, every possibilities becomes possible for you, becomes not only possible, becomes realized by you. And you becomes the luckiest, fortunate person in the world because you recognize your Buddha nature, in which and from which and by which everything involves, every matter, energy, and information, how to say, arise from this field of Tathāgata or Tathāgatagarbha or buddhadhātu, you name it, or the heaven. You can call it heaven. Okay, that's only 2 or 3 sentences in this Buddha nature. You see, I can talk about days and nights without stopping because it's infinite. Anyway, so let's go on. The second paragraph. Buddha nature has a wide range, sometimes conflicting. Okay, sometimes seemingly conflicting. Yes. Meanings in India and later Eastern Asia and Tibetan Buddhism literature. Broadly speaking, the terms refer to potential for all sentient beings to become Buddha. Okay? Buddha is the highest level that, let's put it, highest level. In Buddhist eye, Buddha is the highest level being that you can imagine. Okay? The most happiest guy, the most wealthiest guy, the most healthiest guy, you name it, the most richest, the most rich guy, the richest guy, you name it, any desire, any dreams can put in the name of Buddha. Once you become Buddha, everything becomes potential or even realized or real for you. Anyway, so broadly speaking, the term refers to potential for all sentient beings to become Buddha. Actually, you are a Buddha now. We're not talking about remote Buddha. We are not talking about a statue in the temple, okay? You are the Buddha already. It's waiting for your discovery for millions, billions of years because it's universal. It transcends space and time. It's always here. It was here and now. It is here and now, and it will be here and now. It's always here and now. It's crazy. Anyway, so since the luminous mind, okay, that's a beautiful word. Luminous mind. Let's just go to this luminous mind. 光明心. Luminous mind is a Buddhist term which appears only in the Pali Canon, but it's commonly in the Mahayana Sutras. It is very special in the Vajrayana Buddhism, or generally speaking, Tibetan Buddhism. Brightly shining mind. I will say luminous mind are your wisdoms, our wisdoms. The wisdoms that can recognize your Buddha nature and use your wisdoms, 5 wisdoms, wisdoms of buddhadhātu, wisdoms of great mirror, wisdom of equality, wisdom of discernment, wisdom of the last one, all accomplishing. So beautiful. The 5 wisdoms that will be realized after you realize your Buddha nature. So 5 wisdoms are contained and are naturally contained or embedded in this Buddha nature. Once you find your Buddha nature, you find your 5 wisdoms, which is so beautiful. Nothing in the world can beat this. Trust me. And wisdoms can also use luminous mind here. 光明性 is like light of consciousness. Now you are aware, your light of consciousness is shining on me, the image in your computer, cell phone, or my voice, from the speaker. Your light of consciousness is shining, is knowing, is learning, is understanding right now at this moment. That's called luminous mind. It is variously translated as brightly shining mind, brightly like sun, like a star shining. And I would add another one, equally, without bias, without good or bad, I prefer this and I dislike that. No, you are equally shining on everything you can see, touch, smell, taste, and think. And here, 6 senses. Your luminous mind can shine over 6 senses, including your mind. Like you are shining on every image or inner chattering now or understanding now. 光明, luminosity. You see things with clarity, like a diamond. So you see, we have Diamond Sutra. Diamond is not, in a one color, one big giant diamond in the 5th Street of New York, okay? It's talking about you. Diamond is precious, very precious. The bigger, the more precious, the precious, I would say. Anyway, it's not about something external. It's talking about you. You are a diamond now, shining with different facets. And I would say facets of life, your job, your background, your education, your personality, and so on, your hobbies and interests, That's all as facets of your diamond. Once you have this Buddha nature or recognize this Buddha nature, you always have it. So once you recognize your Buddha nature, then you notice you are a diamond with different facets. Beautiful, right? And let's go on this luminous mind. The later school of Mahayana identify it with bodhicitta, your wisdoms and compassions, your willingness to help, to care, to love, based on your wisdoms. Wisdoms is embedded in this Tathāgatagarbha, right? And arise from this recognition of Buddha nature. So you see, every Buddha's teachings terms are interconnecting now. Okay, so you see, luminous mind is beautiful. It's you're using your Buddha nature to serve, to love, and to care. Okay, let's go back to the Buddha nature. It's crazy. It's crazy. So luminous mind. We are in the. So we're back to this page of Buddha nature. Second paragraph. The natural and true state of the mind. That's a natural mind with luminosity. It shines like a star shines naturally. A star can be called a star because it shines. It has heat of love, heat, energy of, life. like sun, right? Can you live without sun? If you cannot live, if you cannot live without sunlight, then you cannot live, really live without your Buddha nature. You see? Or if everyone is in their dreaming now, because I mean, worldly person who hasn't recognized their Buddha nature is in dreaming state now. Or in other words, they are not really living their life because they cannot recognize their Buddha nature, which at essence of who they are, who I am. Or in other words, once you recognize your Buddha nature, then this luminous mind becomes a very natural and a true state. The pure mind, undefiled by Kleshas. Kleshas, what are these Kleshas? Then Kleshas, let's go just a quick review or understanding of Kleshas. Kleshas are mental states that cloud the mind and manifest it in unwholesome actions. For example, anxiety, fear, anger, jealousy, desire, depression, etc. Mental health workers are very busy now in the world. Why? Because most world people are in this state. Because they are covered, their true nature, their Buddha nature is covered by the cloud of the mind. So they're manifested in very much unwholesome actions like anxiety, fear, anger, jealousy, desire, depression, right? So once you recognize your Buddha nature, all these problems will be gone. Trust me. Buddha is the greatest doctor in the world. So klesha could be translated as afflictions, defilements, destructive emotions, disturbing emotions, selective emotions, mind poisons, and neuroses. They have so many different terms, you see. Anyway, let's talk about the Buddha nature instead of this goddamn Kleshas. Okay. So your luminous mind is inherently present in every sentient beings and is eternal and unchanging. So eternal is not a very long time, okay? No, it's beyond time. Every time or all the times are included in this timeless eternity. Eternal is not infinite time. No, don't look at it that way. Eternity transcends time. While every time and every space and time, I will say, are included. That's called beyond, right? Unchanging. Unchanging could be translated as no increasing, no decreasing, right? And no coming and no going, right? No purification or no non-purification, or no purification and no defilement, right? That's unchanging. And no birth and no death, right? You see, I've just repeated the 8 negations of Nagarjuna of Madhyamaka school. Unchanging contains these 8 negations by Nagarjuna of Madhyamaka school. No birth and no death. No purity, no defilement. No increase, no decrease. No coming, no going. That's unchanging. Where is this unchanging? Here and now. It even transcends here and now. Here and now is a term pointing to time and space, right? Or space and time. If you have the real authentic understanding of Buddha nature is it transcends space and time too. But space and time is included. This reminds me the electricity. I'll give you a metaphor of electricity, right? I know electricity is here because there's a light here. There's a light bulb here. So, but I never see electricities. I never. You cannot not see an electricity, but you know electricity is here. Same thing is here. I never see my Buddha nature, but I know my Buddha nature is right here. Why? Because I'm conscious. I'm aware. And I have this luminous mind, which I have that clarity, openness, compassion, love, wisdoms, and so on, right? I give you a list of that. I know it's right here now. So sometimes in Chinese we say Xing, Xing, the essence, the principles, the unmanifested, the unchanging. Yet I know my Buddha nature of my Buddha Xing is here because I can talk. I'm aware. I have this luminous mind. Then Xing, my Xing, Xin, without G. Okay, so it's different. My Xing, my Buddha mind is here because my Buddha nature, Xing and Xing. Anyway, it's crazy. Unchanging, unmanifested, eternal, beyond space and time. That's all, the absolute, the ultimate. So beautiful. You see, Brahman. It manifests in every moment of you, of me, of everyone and every being. How? Through your body mind, through form and name. So not only form is emptiness, but also emptiness is form. The unmanifested, the ultimate, is manifested right now in the body mind and in a relativity, in a relative feelings, emotions, good or bad, or dualities. You see? How beautiful it is. So it will shine forth. Buddha nature will shine forth when it is cleansed of defilements. Defilements, which sometimes we translate it impurity or ignorance. I think ignorance is the best translation here, because we are ignorant of who we are. When the nature mind is recognized for what it is, it can be translated into suchness, thusness. Okay, you're in suchness and thusness right now. Okay, let's go to the third paragraph. I'll continue on reading to read, but I will pick up the most important words. And the fourth paragraph. The primordial or undefiled mind, Tathāgatagarbha, Shin, okay. Tathāgatagarbha is very beautiful, not only a concept, but a realization. 如来藏. So in this context, Tathāgatagarbha is synonymous with Buddha nature. It also equated with sunyata or emptiness. You see, emptiness is just an insight of the phenomena world. You can perceive the emptiness in every physical phenomenal object or form and names. There's no true self, essential substance in every phenomenal object or every name and form. Everything is depending or co-arising or co-disappearing from every other things. So this is a emptiness has a very close relation or connotation with dependent arising. 众缘所生法，我说即是空，亦是为假名，亦是中道义。And this is a middle way of looking. Formless, form is emptiness, emptiness form is a middle way of looking. It's like a one coin for two sides. Emptiness, the ultimate, the manifested, it has some relations to the absolute too. So emptiness is the inside of the form, right? Form is not self, how to say, every form and name has no essential self because every form and name is depending or co-arising from every other form and name, right? So it's like a coin of two sides. Which side you want to see it? And if in this context, this is absolute or suchness, I will say no absolute here, is a suchness. Because if I say absolute, then there is a relative, right? So suchness or middle way is the best to pointing out that voila, here and now. Okay. So suchness has two sides. The coin of suchness has two sides, emptiness and form. Emptiness is form, form is emptiness. And these two sides, we can call this suchness. Where is the suchness? It's in you now. It's in your pure awareness now. Once you understand, oh wow, I'm in suchness. Once you recognize in suchness, you are literally at least a Buddha. You awaken one. You awaken to that suchness, or Tathāgatagarbha, or Tathāgata. Thus come, thus going, because now you have the luminous mind, thus gone. You recognize your Buddha realm, your Buddha-substrate while manifested in this body mind. Crazy. It becomes the Buddha nature. You recognize the Buddha nature as a primordial or undefiled mind. You recognize your sunyata or emptiness with aleya, vijnana, store consciousness. You see so many terms here. So sometimes we call Tathāgatagarbha and Anaya, Vijnana are same or identical. And they are all pointing to the eighth consciousness. Store consciousness here means that, again, back to that metaphor of your garden. In your garden, you can grow rose, and also weeds will grow there. So alaya, the store consciousness, contains different, actually infinite seeds of a good or bad, beautiful or ugly, black or white. Now, I'm talking about now, yes or no, right or wrong, success or failure, all the dual concepts or attributes are all contained in this garden of Alasia. So it's a Yogacara concept. Yogacara, also called the consciousness only school, is paired with Madhyamaka, the middle way, the emptiness and co-depending way of looking the reality. So I will finish this sentence. The primordial and undefiled mind, or the Tathāgatagarbha, is also equated with Sunyata, with the Alasia Vijnana, storehouse or Yogacara concept, and with interpenetration of all dhammas. Yes, that's all. Because it's primordial, right? So of course it's interpenetrating with all other dhammas. Dhammas could be the way, could be a phenomenon, could be a technique, could be everything. Everything we can call a dharma. That's crazy. Everything means your body sensations, an object you can see as a tree, and a sound you can hear as a music piece or musical note, a smell a fragrance you can smell, like a rose fragrance, right? A taste you can taste from your, like a spicy or bitter or whatever taste. So body sensation is hot, is cold, is soft, is hard. Anything from the six senses, we can call it a dharma. So that's a broad range of understanding of a dharma. So you are living in the dharma realm, 法界 or buddhadhātu. Buddhadhātu is more like awakened one. The Chinese Yogacara school came to regard Buddha nature as an eternal ground. Yeah, it's a ground. It's a garden. It's an infinite big and infinite small garden of, well, everything grows in it, from it, and by it. It's a pure consciousness. So here remind me of Rupert Spira's quotes. His beautiful quotes, concise quotes. It's consciousness is in which all experiences appears, and by which all the experiences are known, and of which all the experiences are made. That's really beautiful. Precise translation of Buddha nature. Crazy. This is crazy. The Chinese Madhyamaka, you see, Madhyamaka is paired with Yogacara, right? So it's a very beautiful philosophy, science of understanding the ultimate or suchness in that's different approaches or views or perceptions. Madhyamaka, based on this understanding emptiness of India sources and not Taoist concepts, which previous Chinese Buddhist has used. So Taoist, we use the Tao, the eternal Tao, right? The Tao that can be named is not eternal Tao. The Tao that can be spoken is not eternal Tao. It's beyond our words, but now we're trying to speak of it. I mean, this Tathāgata Garbha or Buddha nature or Sunyata or Tao or Zen or suchness. It's crazy. Anyway, okay, I keep reading. And sought to remove all ontological connotations of the term as a metaphysical reality. It's not only metaphysical reality, it is reality. The Dhammadhātu, the suchness, the realization of your Buddha nature is the reality. There's nothing else. Everything else is your imagination or illusion. This reminds me another quote from Diamond Sutra. In Diamond Sutra, we use six metaphors to express the phenomena world. So, 一切有为法，如梦幻泡影，如露亦如电. So, dream-like, illusion-like, bubble-like, shadow-like, morning dew-like, and lightning-like. That's these six metaphors. Dream-like, illusion-like, bubble-like, shadow-like, morning dew-like, and lightning-like are talking about this world, the phenomena world, or Dharma world, or actually the emptiness. You see? Everything is changing in front of you, transient, fleeting. So impermanent. The ever-changing phenomena world is manifested in the never-changing pure mind right now. So that's a highest level understanding of suchness. Suchness is a coin. The coin has two sides. Suchness, the coin, and two sides, unchanging, the never-changing, and the ever-changing. The ever-changing phenomena world and the never-changing or unchanging pure mind. Then the ever-changing can never touch the never-changing or unchanging. This side cannot touch this side. Or the defilement, the fleeting, changing, transient phenomena world can never change or modify or defile or condition this never changing, unconditioned, undefiled, undefileable, unconditionable, okay? Yet, This never changing is manifested in every name and form, in every body and mind, in every affliction, suffering, and happiness. That's the beauty of this realization. The never changing or unchanging is manifested in every moment of the phenomena world. The world, I will say, now. A phenomena world, a physical world, a mental world, an emotional world are all included in this ever changing or constantly changing this side of the suchness. So beautiful. Suchness. Once you recognize these two sides of suchness, you are a Buddha. Maybe you're not fully awakened yet, because now you're growing your wisdoms. At least I can call you a Bodhisattva. You're developing your wisdoms deeper and deeper, more and more, wider and wider. Your understanding has no limitation from the moment of your awakening. There's no limitation at all. That you enter the door of infinity. Actually, that's just a metaphor. If there's a door of infinity, then it is here now, must be here and now, right? Infinity means could be infinite big and infinite small, right? Let's call it infinity. Could be infinite in time and space, which transcends time and space. That's called infinity, right? So it's in you, it's in me, it's in everyone's heart, or it's your essence, it's your heart. It's the Heart Sutra. Heart Sutra is pointing to your heart, my heart, everyone's heart. The essence, this Buddha nature is essential for everyone, is equal for everyone actually. There's no superiority or inferiority. No, it's equal. You don't look up from this moment. You don't look up to a master anymore. You don't either look down to a worldly person anymore, because you know you are equal. You still respect your teachers, your masters. You still respect, because now every masters now in the world is like is doing their job, is shining like a star in the world, like Dalai Lama, like Deepak Chopra. I watched Deepak Chopra's video yesterday. Wow, so beautiful, so beautiful. And Rupert Spira, definitely a awakened one, and Muji, right? Muji, Sri Havi Shankar, Sadhguru, you name it. There's so many different names. Sometimes I forgot them. Sorry, I forgot a lot of names now. Anyway, there's a lot of stars in this planet Earth shining in different locations and time. Once you recognize your Buddha nature, you recognize, wow, there's Buddha nature everywhere. Someone awakened, someone are not, but they're all in their Buddha nature. Anyway, I will go a little bit still. So you saw Buddha nature as being synonymous with terms like tathata, dhammadhātu, ikayana. So we have Hinayana, Mahayana, and Vajrayana. But now you see that the trinity of Hinayana, Mahayana, and Vajrayana, the different schools of Buddhism, as one, as Ikayana. So we can Google this Ikayana. It's a beautiful term. I like this term. What does mean of that Ikayana? Okay. Maybe my pronunciation is not correct, but anyway, I just want to introduce you this beautiful terminology. I will put it here. Ikayana. That one means the one path or one vehicle. Yes, instead of three vehicles or yanas, now we have this one vehicle. So three vehicles again is Hinayana. I don't like the term of Hinayana, small vehicle, and Mahayana, greater vehicle, and the Vajrayana, diamond vehicle. Anyways, if you look equally, then they make sense. They're okay. And these three vehicles is just one vehicle we call Ikayana. It is used both in the Upanishad and Mahayana Sutra. We'll be back to the Buddha nature. Wisdoms, beautiful. So if you simplify all the Buddha's teaching into three words only, morality, concentration, and wisdoms. Morality, you're a good person, something you do, something you don't do. And the concentration or meditation or mindfulness or, you name it, breath work even can be in the category of meditation or concentration. And now you have wisdoms. So Buddha's teaching is more focused on the wisdoms, the outcome of morality and concentration is wisdom. Okay, so most people, I think at least 80% of the world people are good people. They are moral. They know something to do and something not to do. Something to do like help people, love people, care people, at least their family members, right? And something not to do is to kill, to chill, to lie, to kill, to lie, to cheat, to hurt, not to do these things. So maybe 95% of world people are good people. Anyway, it's my opinion. And so from good people to wise people or wisdoms here, there's a bridge. A bridge of what? Concentration or meditation or mindfulness. So if I say 95% are here, good people, and wise people, let's say 1%, we lose this 94% of population here. Why? Because most people, they don't do the concentration part. They don't cross the bridge to reach this side. That's a good metaphor, I think. If you want to become a wise people, meditate, please. Meditate with a good teacher. Meditate with a textbook like sutras or any book that you think is good for meditation. So if you want to become wise or like a Buddha, like Bodhisattva, like a sage, like Mother Teresa, meditate. Meditation is kind of a technique to calm down mind, to stop the intrusive, negative, and demolishing thoughts and memories. Destructive, some are so destructing. Anyway, that's a simplified version of Buddha's teaching into this morality, meditation, and wisdom. So this is wisdom, ultimate reality. Ultimate reality is here and now, middle way of emptiness and form, of sunyata, and of samsara and nirvana, even of good or bad, if of awakened and unawakened. So middle way, but everything actually, and also wisdom that contemplates dependent origination. So each term contains huge information, and I can only just give you a quick view here, like yes, a quick review before your final exam. That's crazy. Okay, I'm talking to myself. So Tathāgatagarbha. I talk about this Tathāgatagarbha, so I will maybe skip this. I want to maybe let's see something interesting here. Buddha-dhātu. No, I want to see there's a Tibetan Buddhism here. I want to go directly to. Recently, I'm interested in the Tibetan Buddhism. Let me see if it's here or no. I will talk about this again because it's so beautiful. It's you see, this is very long article. It's kind of put everything of I mean related to this Buddha nature in one article. I really appreciate this, the author of this article, to put everything in just one article in this. Nimba. Okay. Nimba. Maybe I just stop here. There's no listeners today. I just talk to myself. Nyingma, Tibetan Buddhism. I have this knowledge. I had some initiation of Pema Patipasambhava. That's why I love it. Now recently I pick it up again and come back to this lineage more. Um, I study some Zen and Mahayana. Now I find it so helpful if you can not only study the Vajrayana or Nyingma or Dzogchen or whatever in that group of Vajrayana Buddhism. If you not only study the Vajrayana but also Mahayana and Hinayana or Theravada, then it's really give you a total picture of Buddha's teaching. It's so beautiful. You just prostrate to Buddha every day because now you know he's the greatest guy in the world. He's living in your heart right now. Okay, I think that's all for today. And I talked to myself almost 1 hour, more than 1 hour. I'm talking to myself, ignore myself. Thank you, Buddha. Thank you, Buddha nature. Thank myself, Buddha nature. Thank myself, Buddha. I'm hungry. Let's eat something.